Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Catnap?
Oh. No, of course not. I was just, I wish it were. Just trying to remember Tibet. What's that? Don't tell me you finished the drawings already.
No, not yet. But I came across something that I've done a while ago that might interest you even more.
Oh, Jeremy. It's Mike. I mean, you captured him. You captured that part of him that no camera could ever see.
He had a strong spirit.
And it's there. It's in his eyes. It's in his mouth. When did you do this?
Soon after I met him. He was very kind. He didn't really know me, and here I was asking his permission to draw his face. As you know, he was a very modest man. But I was able to convince him.
How did you do that?
I told him it might make someone happy someday. Are you happy, Erica? Has this upset you?
I'm happy, Jeremy. I'm happy. I love Mike. I'll always love Mike. Anything that makes me feel closer to him.
I'll have it framed for you.
Thank you, but could I hold on to it just a little while longer, just until the end of the day?
Sure. As long as you want, it's yours.
It just makes me feel... Mike believed in me. And today, of all days, I just feel like I need this. I need to be reminded that I can do it.
Yes, you can. Brilliantly. Now we've both procrastinated long enough for one afternoon. Back to work?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Well, excuse me.
Anytime, Daphne.
That man is odd.
What can I do for you, Dabney?
I just wanted to be sure that there were no misunderstandings. You know, I agreed to train my replacement, but I can't possibly do that in less than a week. And if you don't find someone soon, we won't have a week. Unless, of course, you've already found someone.
Well, I appreciate your concern.
Well, I never renege unless, of course, I'm forced.
Well, as soon as the decision is finalized, you will be the first to know.
Then you have someone in mind.
Oh, yes, of course. We have several extremely qualified people in mind.
Well, don't blame me if I'm not here to break them in.
Oh, Mike, I lied. I don't have anyone under consideration. And if I don't get this issue out in time, if it doesn't go to the printer in time, it won't come out in time, and Adam will fire me, and it will be just a disaster. See, do I place an ad? Wanted, one assistant editor? And how does that look? If before the first issue even goes to the printers, that the editor-in-chief of Tempo magazine is running all over town frantically looking for personnel.
Well, first of all, you're not frantic. Secondly, replacing Dabney it's only a task. Difficult, yes, but not impossible. What I suggest is that you concentrate on the requirements of the job and not the fact that Dabney is leaving. Erica, everyone is a replacement. And that includes Dabney. You'll find an assistant editor, I promise you.
What you don't understand is that I am so new at this job that I don't even know who's good and who's impossible, who's talented, who's available. And I don't even know who to call for referrals. And of course, if Dabney quits on schedule, well, I don't even have time to do the research.
If you're 100% sure that you can't replace Dabney in 1 week, then I suggest that you study the man.
Try to figure out what he wants, what he would settle for. Then make him an offer. If it's sweet enough, I bet you he'll stay, at least for the first issues.
You are so logical, it's disgusting.
Don't you have a file on him?
Yes,
Okay.
I have a file on him. I don't understand exactly what his place of birth and his educational background is supposed to tell me, but... Oh, listen to this. Dabney Payne is addicted to chocolate. Well, maybe we could run a contest to find the best chocolate in the world, and we could ask Dabney to be one of the judges.
You see? There's always an answer.
Tad, what on earth are you doing?
Well, Miss Kane, what does it look like I'm doing? I was listening. I mean, Mr. Hunter, you scared me to death. You shouldn't do that to somebody.
Oh,
Sneak
Tad,
up like that.
calm down.
I can't calm down. I almost had a heart attack.
Oh, well, you didn't, so just explain.
Well, there really isn't too much to explain, Miss Kane. You see, I never barge into your office just to deliver mail. I always stop and I wait and I listen to make sure you're not on the phone or in a meeting or something.
In the future, you might try knocking. Very effective.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think of disturbing Miss Kane's line of concentration just to deliver some junk mail.
That's just a risk we'll have to take, Tad.
Oh, Eric, I hope you don't think I was snooping around or anything. I mean, I'm sure the KGB would offer top dollar for the Tempo magazine fashion forecast, but I'm not that kind of person. Oh, please, I'm hurt. I mean, Eric, if you don't trust me, maybe I should just quit this job.
No, don't be silly. Of course not. Of course not. Of course I trust you. Is that for me?
Yes, ma'am. Most of it.
All right, thank you. Look, why don't you just call it a day? All right, it's almost 5 o'clock, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. I mean, bright and early, Tad.
Oh, yes, ma'am. If you're sure.
Yes, I'm sure. All right, have a nice evening.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Dad.
Martin, if you haven't talked yourself into $1 million by the time you're 30, there is no justice in this world.
I don't know about that boy.
Well, he's imaginative.
Well, I don't like people listening to my private conversations. I mean, especially when every decision I make has such an enormous impact on the future of this magazine. It is so unnerving.
Who could he be spying for?
I don't know. Maybe Dabney put him up to it.
Ah, that would mean that he's still interested in his job.
You think so?
I think you'll find the answer very soon.
You are so enigmatic.
Part of my charm.
Well, you know what would help me a lot more right now is just a simple yes or no.
Study his file, Erica. You'll find the answer. Trust me. If you want him, you'll stay. Bye.
I'm sorry, are you busy? I just wanted to catch you.
Dabney, please sit down. You look like you're going to faint.
I wouldn't blame you if you said no. I've been such a kvetch, but... Erica, Miss Kane, if you haven't found anyone to replace me, what I really want is to keep my job.
You would? I mean, you're not leaving?
Well, if it's all the same to you...
Oh, Dabney, I would love it if you would stay. I mean, that is if you feel that you could be happy here.
Well, I would. I absolutely would.
Well, in that case, welcome back. Dabney, do you mind telling me, I'm thrilled about all this, but what changed your mind?
Mr. Chandler called me, personally, and he was so complimentary. I've never spoken to Mr. Chandler at any length. He's a lovely man. He's so concerned about the magazine and everyone's well-being.
Oh, yes, he's always very greatly interested.
Anyway, see you tomorrow?
Yes, of course, yes. Wonderful. Thank you, Dabney. Why did you do that, Adam?